And so we have to have opportunities. So, typically we try to explain that. Now, reasonable people understand that. But, it's hard to fathom that there are a lot of unreasonable people still out there who are running things. And so, when you run into unreasonable people who don't see the fault of their ways, sometimes you have to hit them upside the head. Amen. Because that's the only way they'll get.
Right. That's right.
Now, this, as Scott pointed out, this is what happened with the lottery. It had been brought to my attention by Hispanic-owned companies in our organization, by Black-owned companies in our organization, that they had attempted to do business with this organization and were simply just brushed aside. Not interested. Don't need your services. Come back next year. So after hearing this 3 times in a period of about 12 months from minority businesses in the state, I told the last business that I heard it from, I said, look, it's really not, you are not being treated right. Minority businesses in the state are not being treated right. But it's like committing business suicide if you go to that organization and say, I'm going to out you. Because what happens in this country, if you complain too loudly, you are likely to be the one punished, no matter how right you are. So I told the business owner, I said, don't get in this fight directly. Let the Greater New England Minority Supplier Development Council fight this fight for you. It's part of our mission to do business development, and this is consistent with our mission. And so I called the lottery. This was back in December, actually November, and I asked them, how much money are you doing with Black, Hispanic, and Asian businesses? And she said, first thing out of her mouth was $4,000 with African American businesses. So my first thought was that it was this week. So she's talking about the whole year. I said, how much with Hispanic-owned businesses? $15,000. I lost it. I normally try not to lose it, but I lost it. And I demanded a meeting with the president of the lottery right at that time. And the response was, well, you have to call so-and-so and you have to get on the calendar, blah, 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 blah. And so I lost it again. And I said, that's all right, you're going to read about it. So I went to one of my very talented Hispanic marketing companies who had trouble with the lottery. And I said, I want to put up a billboard. I want to design a billboard. And the billboard should say, they want our money, but they don't want to do business with us. He did a great job of designing that board. Before the board went up, I had to contract with a billboard company. In this case, it was Lamar Outdoor Advertising. And I got a call from Lamar before the billboard goes up. And they call me and say, Dr. McKinney, we see you want to put this message up down by the Capitol and in Hartford. Want to know who's going to be handling the media calls on this. I said, we will, don't worry. And so they knew that this board was going to have an impact. And that board went up on January 5th. By January 9th, I had a call from the governor's office. And I had a meeting scheduled with the president of the Connecticut Lottery. Now, there's a saying in the civil rights movement, eyes on the prize. So, the prize isn't a meeting with the governor. The prize is not a meeting with the president of the Connecticut Lottery.
That's right.
The prize is a change in the laws of the state of Connecticut.
That's
right.
The prize is Connecticut state government and all of its organizations doing real business with Black, Hispanic, and Asian and Native American-owned businesses. The prize is not to be disrespected
Yes.
by the government that we support. And in particular with the Connecticut Lottery, the prize is not to have an organization take our money and not reinvest any of that money into our community. So I have to tell you, I guess I went off.
The lottery did it.
Okay, all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I had a meeting with the president of the lottery. And the bottom line was, she felt that I was personally attacking her and her organization. And my message to her was, I'm not here to have cupcakes with you. I'm here to change the law and your practices. Now you can choose to fight it, or you can choose to see the wisdom of our argument. Because I'm not asking for anything crazy. I'm asking for, first of all, for her organization to do more business with Black and Hispanic and Asian-owned companies. That's not crazy. 5% I'm asking for. Not asking for 50%, I'm asking for 5% with minority businesses. I'm asking that she look at her board of directors and her senior staff, and that those board of directors and senior staff come from our community. That's not crazy. That's reasonable. It's our money. So that's where we are. I wrote her a note on Sunday, a memo on Sunday, this past Sunday, and I told her, look, I'm speaking before this group. You can actually write my speech for me. I can tell this group today that we have come to an agreement, we've solved this problem. The fact of the matter is we have not solved this problem. So we are still in a struggle. I will need your support. I need you to talk to people in your community about what's going on. And as I've talked to folks in the business community, in the minority business community, they have encouraged me to say, Fred, keep up the fight, because it's not time to stop yet. And so we will find out, and I will keep Scott abreast of what's going on, and he's been very helpful in advising me and supporting me in the council. So, again, do what you can. Stop buying lottery tickets for a while. Maybe consider doing that. That'll hurt them. So,
Save the family.
so with that, I'm going to come off, but I want to thank you guys for your support.